What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of our new podcast, Wrestling Talking Kayfabe. My name is Clayton, and this is my co-host Drew. And we
What up?
started this simply just to talk wrestling.
Nice. So I think today we're going to be breaking down all of our titles, kind of where they're at, where we think they're going to go, if we think there's a title change that's going to happen before Mania, or if we're thinking it's going to be a title change at Mania. And just to kind of start off with, we're going to look at the Blue brand first, see what's going on there. We'll start off with the Women's US title here. Current title holder is Julia. What are you thinking, Kershaw?
I think this title is in a really interesting spot just because it feels like the women's tag division right now is so much stronger than the women's singles division. And specifically, the women's singles division on SmackDown is pretty lacking right now. So I see it going to like a new challenger at this point. We just saw Jordan Grace lose to Jade. I think that feud kind of dies, and then Jordan Grace makes her way into the U.S. title picture.
I would agree with that. I think Jordan Grace would be a good call here for entering the U.S. Women's title. I could see maybe Chelsea Green getting in the mix there just because of how of
Absolutely.
her injury with Jordan Grace. So I think that would be a nice little love triangle, if you will, for the U.S. title. Chelsea Green is just very charismatic and always puts on a good performance, and I think it would help really elevate that title. I could also see
Right.
Julia losing it, I think, either at Mania to Jordan Grace or maybe before on like a random SmackDown. I don't think she loses it until after Chamber. And I think maybe Io Sky gets in the mix there because they might elevate Julia to start beefing with Io Sky. I could see that happening next.
Yeah, we did see that promo the other day with them. They kind of got into it a little bit. And definitely her beefing with Io would absolutely just skyrocket her a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And going down a different tag team route, though, I also think that maybe Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair could break up, bringing Alexa Bliss to this title.
Mm-hmm.
Or a thought I also had was Kiana James eventually turning, like, I guess, heel on her
Mm-hmm.
and kind of starting a feud between the two as the former manager.
I could definitely see that, which we could bring this up into the next title there, which is it the WWE Women's title or is it the WWE Universal title? I'm not sure what that one's called.
This one, I believe it's called the Women's Universal Championship.
Okay,
Yeah. This is
which
the Universal. The
because
other
I
is the
know
World's.
a lot of people are predicting that Charlotte Flair is actually going to win Chamber now
Yeah.
because of since Tiffy's already won a ton, and we've done
Mhm.
Tiffy Jade like
Many
five times
times.
last year because I know Jade won
Yeah.
Queen of the Ring, and they did Saturday Night's
Hmm.
main event. So this has been going on since before SummerSlam last year, and I think some fresh blood into that would be pretty good. You could so keep Charlotte and Alexa together, especially if like Alexa gets eliminated earlier on and Charlotte makes it. There's some story there. I don't think the tag Jade keeps the title past Mania. There's no way.
No, absolutely not. Her title reign has been pretty disappointing to say the least. One defense in what 102 or 3 days.
Yeah, and then
It's
she had
just
the
been
Meechin
rough.
B-Fab and then Chelsea Green. So it's
Yeah.
like I don't know what the hell's going on with SmackDown because it feels like outside of the U.S. Men's Open Challenge, there's just nothing happening, and it's just
Yeah,
um, speak
absolutely.
Speaking of, let's talk
Uh,
about
but
U.S. men's title now. Who we got here? We got Mello don't miss.
U.S. men's, yeah, that is Mello. He is still doing the open challenge, kinda. I think. I don't know if it ended this week. He started to do it, and then because he owed the match to Ilya Dragunov, and then it just ended up feuding into a 5-on-5 tag team match. So I don't know if that was them ending the open title reign or not, but I
I
do see him and the Miz having a WrestleMania match
I could see that.
for it.
What I would really
Feels
like to
like we've
see,
built up to that.
I think him and Ilya would do a crazy Mania match, which is what I'm hoping
That is
for.
fair.
Or maybe get like a triple. I'm always a sucker for triple threats.
Yeah.
Miz, Ilya, and Mello. I think that'd be a good one because you could get Miz to kind of elevate those guys up, get some mid carders,
Right.
some better heat. I would honestly
Uh,
say I think Ilya wins that one, and then they just send Mello up to the main event scene on SmackDown because right now it's just Drew, Cody Rhodes, and Jacob Fatu with the occasional "I'm Shad Sami Zayn" and "I'm just Shad."
yeah, I definitely see Mello holding it past Mania if he does go the route you do. Even he could still retain. They could win a nice run, and then that eventually builds up to Kit Wilson
Uh,
because he's
he's on
one
fire
of the
right now.
hypest superstars right now. So why
Toxic.
not give him a title?
Yeah,
Toxic,
toxic.
toxic.
You
And I
know,
think Mello fits his mold for toxic.
I would agree with that. I think his backstage bit with Oba this past episode of
Mm,
SmackDown that was hilarious. So I could
yes.
definitely see that going.
Which that's another name for the U.S. title. Could possibly get in this picture. Zelba Femi.
You think I see? I think they're gonna go. Let's transition now to the
Yeah.
red. Well, actually, let's do men's universals. Finish up the blue brand because we got two more titles to talk about, and then we'll go
Okay.
down to the red. Um, so we
Mm,
have the universal title with Drew, Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu right now, and they're like
yeah.
weird three way. I didn't get to catch the last match there, but I watched some recaps from like Santi and Wrestle Juice,
Mm,
and from what it sounds like, and what I read on Reddit, which Reddit's stupid,
it's there.
everyone's really pissed that Cody Rhodes is winning it, and also Sammy apparently just looked like an absolute bitch and dumbass in that match
Yeah.
in kayfabe.
With that finish, that was pretty crazy. Yeah.
So
I just, I think does as wrestling does. Cody Rhodes is going to have this title come Mania time, and he's going to have a WrestleMania match.
but yeah, because I feel like you gotta have Cody Rhodes in there. I think what would
Yeah.
be the most interesting for a Mania is have Cody go into Chamber and have Randy turn on him. Because like
Yeah.
they
We've been waiting for that for 2 years.
we everyone was waiting for it. Also, there is like I remember this time like last year when I was first getting I am a super casual fan and I do not have any qualms about that. I started getting into this last year when it started going on Netflix, and there's just like I don't feel like any sort of hype for what's happening because like they're just it seems like they are just twiddling their thumbs waiting for something to happen. And it's like we gotta get the ball rolling. So I think a Randy turning on Cody going heel and then going like heel v heel, and obviously Cody's gonna be in there. Do like a triple threat night one. It seems like an easy
Yeah.
slam dunk. I know Jacob Fatu should have been in there, honestly, but if he's not in Chamber, then do Randy Cody Drew.
Yeah. I was shocked that Fatu was not going to be in Chamber. I thought we were going to get a small Fatu title reign. It was going to go to him, but now I'm kind of leaning back. Fatu's chance is almost gone at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Not gone. They could pivot back, but I'm kind of agreeing with you. The way I see it going is Cody Rhodes wins this title before Mania, and then we get the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes WrestleMania match, or with the possible third triple threat fatal
Yeah.
four way.
See, I'm
But I
thinking.
think it'll be highlighted by them too.
Yeah, I think judging kind of like the palpitations of just like everybody on like not palpitation, but just like the vibe of everybody on like Reddit and like YouTube, just like Cody is just kind of almost being forced at this point. Where it's like, do you really need? He can go challenge whenever he wants. Like he doesn't need to win Chamber or Royal Rumble. Just
Right.
like
Yeah.
I think what would be the most interesting is get him eliminated at there, let him call in his title thing, like challenge his claws or whatever. I don't know how that shit works, and get like a Randy in there because we need something else in there. Because if we do Drew Cody again, it's just like, are we doing this again?
Yeah. Drew Cody at WrestleMania would be a really big disappointment to me. Like I'm leaning with you. Uh we got to get Randy Orton involved. Pretty much is where I'm leaning. Would love to see Jacob Fatu involved, but like I said, I unfortunately think the ship has sailed there.
Yeah, and to bring that up, another reason why is ticket sales for Mania this year are super, super down. I don't know if you've seen that at all.
Yeah, I mean, you price out the casual fan, and that'll happen, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, and plus like the tickets are more expensive than last year, and there's no John Cena.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a mistake, probably, but we'll see.
they are the numbers I saw because apparently they had a all hands on deck meeting TKO did with like
I think I
WWE,
did see that.
and they're like 10,000 less tickets sold than this time last year, and like last,
Interesting.
which I mean, like last year, you could say like it's Vegas. Vegas is also having a lot of things economically, just with the political climate. All the foreign
Mm,
tourists are just like, yeah, I'm not going to Vegas. Like, screw you guys. And I was
yeah.
like, yeah, that's fair. And also, they did Vegas
Mm,
last year, and Vegas is expensive. I don't know if you've ever been, but like, it.
absolutely. No, I haven't, but I've looked at going, and that's enough for me to know how expensive it is.
And then from one of the podcasts I was also listening to, that they're having like a big conference for like the National Broadcasters Association. So hotel rooms are already really booked up. So you put on top of that a WrestleMania and like competing hotel
It's
prices.
tough.
And
Yeah.
my uncle went there for like Christmas, and he spent like for I think it was like a lunch for 4 people was like almost $300, and I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta have some deep pockets.
People aren't just going casually to Vegas anymore unless they plan on losing every bit of money they have.
Yeah, yeah, no, like that.
Uh,
Go ahead.
One point I did want to make about Cody Rhodes and the Reddit thing. People are going to complain about him now, just like people a month ago were complaining about Roman Reigns,
Mm-hmm.
and now Roman Reigns has a huge match with CM Punk, and everyone loves it. Just like when Cody Rhodes has a huge match with Randy Orton, everyone's going to love it.
Exactly.
They will switch just like that.
I mean, as
People love Cody Rhodes, no matter what they want to
oh,
say,
Cody
in
Rhodes
my
is
opinion.
he's great. I think I agree with some of the sentiment online that like he's better chasing the
Yeah,
title, and I think I completely agree with that. I think there was a
that
couple.
is fair.
I think his match with John Cena at SummerSlam was fantastic. I think his most recent match with Drew McIntyre was really good. It's just
Mhm.
we're just recycling the same things over and over again, and I
Him and
think.
Drew put on great matches.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt. Like that is something they do, but it's it's over.
Yeah, it's like
We're
I don't want to
done.
watch this for the fifth time on a Saturday. Like, give me something fresh. I know you have plenty of good
Especially
people here. Why am I
for a
not seeing?
WrestleMania either match starter or night starter or ender. I do not want to see Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre.
No. All right. Well, speaking of CM Punk and Roman
We got one
Reigns.
more on the
Oh,
book,
we do.
Grant.
We got the most
We got one
forgotten
more.
division of all time. We got the
Because the feud that is somehow maybe more exhausting than Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes, we have the MFTs and the Wyatt Six.
Do you think it's okay? Real quick before, because we'll transition into the other forgotten tag team division. Are they more exhausting than the Usos? Or
Uh, yeah, very, very much so. Everyone loves the Usos.
that's true.
That's kind of the Usos as a tag team is much better than the Usos as a singles.
That's
People
fair.
enjoy
That's true.
the
I
Usos
guess
put on a fire match the other or last Monday.
that's true. Okay, but yeah,
They're good.
MFT versus the Wyatt Six. Because Wyatt Six have had it now since like SummerSlam. Yeah, they've had it since SummerSlam
Yeah.
because they won it when it was like DIY
Well, the
and
MFTs have it.
well, I was saying like before, but like this is when this feud started. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, SummerSlam was when it started.
Yeah, and honestly, I see them dragging this out until Mania.
Yeah, with the
Because
lantern and everything.
yeah, and
Yeah,
like they had like a thing on his wall, and like Sokola when he was going to like the locker room and stuff. There was like some caricature somebody drew. It was just like, yeah, I feel like this is like I mean, what else are you gonna do?
yeah. A couple more tag teams. They're not tag teams right now. A couple I could see forming just because of like backstage segments, and then also some ideas I've seen on some other YouTube reels and stuff like that. Matt Cardona and Apollo Cruz
That'd be
have been
good.
seen together the past couple nights of Friday Night SmackDown. Apollo Cruz was off TV for like a year and a half, and you probably don't
I don't
even
know who
hardly
that
know who
is. If
that
I'm being
is.
honest.
Yeah, exactly. And he somehow missed being released at every big cut, even though he hadn't been on TV, which is awesome. He's a good wrestler. But I think we're finally seeing them getting him back, and I think maybe he could team up with Matt Cardona.
Mm-hmm.
And then something I saw pitched online was Johnny Gargano and Royce Keys.
Oh, that would be interesting. I,
Because, we got to put Royce Keys somewhere, and
mhm,
Gargano just lost his partner.
that's true. That would be interesting. I could see Royce. I've seen predicted going down to NXT because NXT men's is just like they don't know what's going on down there because they lost like
And
the
that
big
very well
three.
could just happen too.
Yeah. But
Uh,
I could see
I
that.
think it's kind of an insane debut, though, a Royal Rumble, to go just back to NXT like that.
Well, we haven't
It's
seen him
tough,
since the
but I
Royal
guess it's
Rumble.
cool. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, where is the
Like I
guy?
don't know where he is. See, I
Like,
feel like that's the thing. I get disappointed with SmackDown a lot. Like they have a lot of really good talent, and then I'm just like, they spend like almost a fourth of the show doing recaps and clips, and I'm just like, what are we? What are we doing
that's why they added the extra hour.
for clips and hats? I see, but it's
For
the
poor
Olympics too, and
ads.
it's like you can't do like anything right now. You're on sci-fi. Like you got to do
Hmm.
something to get people to watch. But
Right.
speaking of getting something to get people to watch, it's just day one ish, brother. Yeet.
Yeah.
Were you the one who
Yeah.
sent me the reel
Around
about
back.
Jey Uso in, in a bar fight where it's just Jey Uso in the corner?
Yes. He's just running it back while you're getting your ass beat. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean,
He's kind of the same thing as there's an old meme with Jeff Hardy. He would There was some time he was supposed to save somebody hardcore, and he came out full entrance and everything. Took every bit of time, and that's what it feels like with Jey Uso a lot of times.
I will say in Jey Uso's defense, I don't think his entrance in the Rumble was necessarily entirely his fault.
No,
Hold on. Let me finish. Because of how much he was getting mobbed by people in the crowd, and they did not have security around him clearing the
I saw
way.
that.
That is
I
the
saw
only
that.
reason why he gets a pass on my book, because there's just like somebody just royally fucked up and did not let security like not, because at one point he was throwing people off of him trying to get into the
I
ring.
When he finally got over his last moment, he had to like shove one more dude off of him. It's like, bro, let go of this guy.
Yeah, I feel like, especially if we're gonna do it in Saudi Arabia, like just let them all come down the ramp. We don't need to have somebody come from the crowd. Like I know 8-year-olds love Jey Uso, but like if you're not gonna give
There
him
was no
security, don't do that.
No, that is. I feel bad for Jey Uso on that one for sure.
Now,
But with the actual tag title, I think they're doing good. But Jimmy's about to be a dad, so he can't have the Beltway unless he doesn't plan on taking time off. But I fully expect him to want to take time off.
yeah, and like especially with Jey Uso, they're still using Jey Uso's solo entrance here.
Yeah,
So I feel like this is just we didn't know what to do with the tag titles, and AJ Styles was going to retire. Might as well give it to the Usos and let them have their segments. Everybody can just yeet, and we can throw Jay
right.
in there. And
That was also going to be kind of my point: is where does it go?
I could see maybe the War Raiders or New Day, and they spark up that feud again because the War Raiders
War Raiders just got decimated.
no, they won number one contender last night.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I missed
and
that.
AAA. So they're in AAA
Oh,
doing
okay.
stuff, which I don't know why you threw the War Raiders down in AAA.
Fuck it. All right. Uh,
And
I got a dark horse pick for you though.
okay,
Absolute barn burner.
real quick before the Dark Horse,
You go ahead.
I will say if Alpha Academy gets cut, I'm gonna be very sad.
I love Otis.
Otis is a man.
We cannot lose Otis.
Yeah, and I'm gonna butcher his name, but Tazawa.
Tazawa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tazawa. Phenomenal. Why are we seeing them more?
It's awesome.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
could literally have them do an open tag challenge. I think that would bring some life back into there. Just
It would be. That'd be a good idea.
All right, let me hear your dark horse.
Okay, so first guy, El Grande Americano. Second guy, El Grande Americano.
Oh, we get OG and El Grande. That would actually be pretty
Obviously, they're in a feud right now. They're 100% having a Mania match. But
Mhm.
if they ever come together on one side
I
and take the titles.
I could see that happening because they got Chad Gable to either do have a voiceover or do AI Spanish because there's no way that's Chad Gable's voice. And
I thought it sounded
I
odd
think
too. Like,
I think what would be funny is if El Grande Americano, who is totally not Ludwig Kaiser, just demasks OG Americano at Mania because I feel like we can't have this going on too super long.
yeah, you gotta end it at some point. With it, like the El Grande Americano gimmick is, it was. I think it was post Mania when it started, but it was shortly post Mania when
No,
it
it was
started.
in Mania. He had a match against Ray
Was
Phoenix,
it? Oh, yeah, yeah.
and then I think it was like
So,
Money.
we're a year into this,
Oh yeah, over a year. And it was Chad
but
Gable,
you also can't. Go ahead.
and then he got hurt when he challenged like the Kingo down there, and then
Hmm.
that's when they started bringing Kaiser in and getting Rio and Bravo, which don't get me wrong, this is an amazing. He is loved in AAA. He's like one of the most
Yeah,
over people
they
ever.
hate Chad Gable and they love Ludwig Kaiser.
It's
It's
fucking
awesome.
it's hilarious. That would be really funny actually if they teamed up.
When this first started, I genuinely thought it was going to be like a 2 week thing. I know we were going to be done, and now we're just still here.
I think it's just because of how much AAA just like loves him that they're gonna. This Santi was saying when I was watching one of his videos that he thinks this could go for like 80, 100 years, and we get Hijo de El Grande Americano,
Oh my god,
which would be funny as shit.
this just happens the rest of our life.
Oh
This is going to continue.
it'd be funny as fuck. But that would be good dark horse. I could see honestly Rio and Bravo winning the tag title at some point, just because they're.
I had that thought. I did.
And then that'd be interesting. But I think I don't know what they're gonna do because like Judgment Day is clearly out because I don't know where the fuck JD McDonough's been for like the past 2 months.
He's hurt.
He is
He's
hurt.
hurt.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah.
Oh
He's
fucking
been a hot
R.I.P.
minute.
Dude, everybody's been getting
He got
hurt on
hurt.
Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
But
thought. Go ahead.
look, go ahead. I was gonna say let's stick with the tag team division here, and go ahead and cover the last tag team titles. It's kind of both brands, but just to go ahead and finish
Women's.
them up. Yeah, of course it's Rio right now, which is
Mm.
awesome. No one ever wants this to end. Let it run for 50 years. That's fine.
I sound some
But of
sarcasm.
course it will come to an end. No, I don't. I'm not sarcastic at all. Everyone loves Rio.
I mean, Rio's great. I think I'm not.
Let other women have the main title.
It's honestly what they've been doing. The tag division, I think, has been great because it has been elevating new people up. Like Stephanie Vaquer
Mm,
has been great. She just went straight to the main picture. Has been a title holder.
right.
I think she's been good. They've gotten Raquel to get some good heat.
Yeah, Raquel's awesome. Uh, but the only, I mean, there's a few clear cut ones that they're probably going. Lash Legend and Nia Jax, that ending in a no contest Friday, nobody getting pinned makes me feel a lot of ways,
Yeah, I could
which
honestly.
makes me think that's probably the next route.
I I think they hold it till Mania, unless
Yeah,
something
you,
happens in the
yeah,
chamber
yeah.
because Rhea's in the
I think
chamber.
that is such a pull of a match that it definitely is held until Mania.
I could see. I'm looking at the sheet you wrote. Honestly, I could see them doing like, you know me, I'm a fucking sucker for triple threats. Doing a triple threat with Rio, Last Legend, and the Bella Twins, and
Yeah,
then
no,
the
they're
Bella
definitely
Twins
good.
eat the pin. Rio loses the tag title, so then that way they're not because
Yeah,
you can't have
that's
Io or Rhea
actually likely.
eat a pin here,
No,
and
never.
the Bella Twins are new enough, and you want them back in the tag title. So if they get pinned, then you can start battling them back a little bit.
Yeah, because they're definitely going to win the titles again. That they wouldn't have brought Brie Bella back if they weren't going to. But
No.
yeah, like I said, my timeline is Legends and Jax, and then the Bella Twins.
Yeah, My prediction: you get Naya and Lash win it in a triple threat Mania. Let's Io and Rhea
That's a solid prediction.
break, and then Bella Twins at SummerSlam, and then you let them hold it until like Saudi Mania.
I'm very interested to see the Rio break up. Like, is Rhea going back heel?
I
Like, are we getting Io Sky heel, which seems crazy,
I I
or is
don't.
it just mutual partnership and breakup?
I
Like,
feel like they got to do something big with that one because, in my opinion, like the issue, like you have two faces, but the issue is speaking. Well, we can move into like the women's world title. There are no heels besides Liv and Raquel,
yeah,
and everybody is faces.
yeah,
We have way too many faces in the
pretty
women's
well.
division. Like
Uh, we'll be seeing Asuka, I think, more.
Asuka.
Yeah, Asuka.
Oh yeah, Asuka and Kyrie. I could see them doing something with that. I'm
I
thinking.
think they're about to break up though, because like she pushed her off the card after the Royal Rumble,
No, I did
and
see that.
then we probably just get a full Asuka reign, like just on her own, tearing shit apart.
I could see that. What I think would be the most interesting, which I know probably never happened because Rhea's way too fucking over at this point, is a Rhea heel run again. Because I know she was like super heel at one point when she was with the
Yeah,
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
But I think,
Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying.
but
We-
speaking of,
they love her, so that that she can. Is she able to go heel again?
I
Is
think,
like
I think she could, depending on if what happens with Rio and Liv Morgan, which brings us to the women's world title. There's no way Stephanie Vaquer is holding this past Mania. Don't get me wrong, I love Stephanie
no,
Vaquer.
it's
We got to get a heel rating in there.
yeah. We're at the point where she'll because when did she win it? Did she win it at Mania last year?
No, Stephanie won it at.
Was it
Uh,
the first pay per view past Mania?
no, it was Clash in Paris, or
Oh yeah, you're right.
or it was like yeah, it was Clash in Paris because Naomi won it at Evolution because she cashed
Hmm.
in on them at the end of that, and
Mm-hmm.
then because Stephanie won the Women's Rumble event and there to be the number one contender. No, no,
Because
she
it
won.
got vacated.
No, she didn't win at Clash in Paris. She was supposed to face Naomi at Clash in Paris, and then Naomi got pregnant, and then she won it at WrestlePalooza, and that was the only good match at WrestlePalooza.
You're right. Yep. Mm.
Um,
Uh, but I definitely think Liv Morgan ends up challenging her, which they did do something with her and Jade Friday,
mhm.
but that's just to give Jade anything probably. And I definitely see Liv taking on Steph and winning it at Mania.
Yeah, I could see there's some interesting angles that could happen with that. With like if Raquel turns on her, I could see that being an
Mm.
interesting thing. Like there's interest and intrigue. I think Stephanie has been done great with the title. I think she'll be in the main event scene for a very long time.
Yeah.
Um, but I think that's where that's going to be. And I think what would be interesting is we could see something at SummerSlam because they saved like the big shit for the big four with like Rhea and Io afterwards. Build that up a little bit because they're both queen of the ring. Who's going to face Liv? And Rhea's got some beef with Liv because of the whole dirty
Right.
Dom shtick.
Of course. We could
So
always run that back. I will never be upset.
yeah. Which brings us down to the
Uh,
women's mid card, the women's IC title.
yeah. Uh,
What are your thoughts on
Becky
this one?
Lynch. I think that AJ Lee wins it from Becky at the next pay per view
Chamber.
that Elimination Chamber. Yes, the one of the two confirmed matches. I think AJ Lee ends up winning this, carrying it into Mania, which I then see her facing against, unfortunately, Becky Lynch, because this will be one of those IC title never-ending feuds.
Yeah, which don't get me wrong, I love Becky Lynch. She was probably my highlight of last
Yeah,
year.
she's cool. Hmm.
However, I think we gotta do something else with her. Don't get me wrong, she's been great as a heel, and I've been loving it. But I think, yeah, AJ wins it in Chicago, slam dunk. Punk
Yeah, of
beats
course.
Finn in Chicago, slam dunk. And then I
Yeah.
honestly think we just get the two chamber matches, and that's it at an Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, no, it'll probably just be them four. That's what
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't see them
Just
cramming anything
Rumble
else in.
style.
Yeah.
No, they've got to get at least 12 commercial breaks on PLE. So,
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
The only other people to throw out there for the IC title in case AJ Lee doesn't win it, because AJ Lee also hasn't shown she's going to be full time at all. So, do they want to give a title to somebody who's not going to be full time?
That's
I
why
don't know. Does AJ Lee just go full time? Very likely. Uh, I think you could always throw Bailey in there.
I think
Her and this Lyra thing won't last much longer. I don't think.
no. I think
There's a lot of weird vibes with it.
there is, and like I think that's an easy slam dunk too because Becky took out Bailey before
Mm-hmm.
the match, which started the whole Lyra feud. I think.
Yeah, we're eventually going to run that back again, which I think we kind of did with the Lyra feud.
Mhm.
The Bailey got intertwined in that, and
Yeah,
then but I think we'll eventually just get our own Bailey Becky. I
yeah,
could see that.
I could see that, and I think Lyra will hopefully get elevated up, but I think her and Bailey are still being punished for SummerSlam last year for some reason. I don't know what they're doing with the writing. It has not been great for like honestly since post SummerSlam because they're just like John Cena retirement. Oh, we have all these people. I don't know what
Oh
we're supposed to
shit.
do with them.
Yeah, because it's like, what are we doing with Lyra and Bailey, and the lack of Steph feuds? It's like, why is Lyra and Stephanie not just having a little mini feud in there at some point? Like,
If she
it'd
can
be kind of
feud,
fun.
if she can feud with fucking Nikki Bella, she can feud with Lyra. Lyra is very talented and good.
Exactly.
Um,
Right.
Also, what happened with Maxine? I didn't catch if she lost to Natty. Did she end up losing to Natty?
She didn't lose to Natty, but Natty killed her. Like,
Okay.
they got like counted out, and
Okay.
Natty hit her in like a never-ending sharpshooter that just
Okay.
destroyed Maxine Dupree. I think we probably just see Maxine Dupree to go back to where she was before the title.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I enjoyed Maxine. I thought she was fun. I think,
Yeah, I think she's awesome. She's good at wrestling. That's
yeah,
for damn sure.
yeah. I mean, I'm thinking maybe my prediction is because of how like little heel heat we've got up in the main title, either Rhea turns or we just pump Becky Lynch whenever at some point if she doesn't keep her or if they do like a triple. I think honestly AJ Lee's gonna retire at Mania and they might make a career versus belt match there
Okay.
because she's got a bunch of back problems, and I know this is her first singles match in like 10 years, and I know
Yeah,
CM
she
Punk's
retired for 10 years.
yeah, and hometown crowd, so she'll clearly win that and just fucking give them an easy dub, make the crowd happy.
Mm. And then, like you said, set up a Mania match where she loses her
Yeah,
career per
yeah.
se.
I mean, we already
Where
did one.
Gunther, it'll be Gunther, correct? Since
Fucking
he's the career
Gunther's just gonna kill her
killer.
through the ropes. Just gonna sleep her
Yeah,
whole
AJ Lee's career, AJ's Lee career will be ended by the career killer Gunther.
Speaking of
Uh,
career killer Gunther, his IC title, well, former IC title, the world's longest IC title reign. Currently, we got
six,
Dirty
six,
Dirty
six.
Dom, who honestly needs to get shoved up to the main card, in my opinion.
I do disagree with that. I think he's awesome where he is. Do I
Okay.
think he can go to the main card? Yes, but they have plenty of feuds right now. Let Dom hold this title longer than Gunther did,
Oh,
type of thing,
oh, you know
where he
what?
just gets to be forever IC title champion.
I can respect that because he's still got the Triple Mania title.
Yeah, and it's like giving him a Triple Mania title and being like a world heavyweight champion would be pretty crazy. Like,
That's that's fair. The only thing I
yeah,
could think I could see ruining this, in my personal opinion, is if they do Gunther and Rey Mysterio. I think Dom gets involved in that and turns face. That's the only
face.
thing I could see happening with his IC title.
You you pitched that to me the other day, yeah, and I was like, okay, actually, that's something. We won't ever get the Dom and Ray match if that happens, I guess. Well, they could feud before that, I guess.
I think
Just have a little mini feud.
they could feud again because I thought they were teasing that for Survivor Series. Honestly,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then
Oh, yeah, because it was in their hometown, and then they did Cena.
yeah, but Cena honestly that's a way bigger, and he put Dom
Yeah.
and the Judgment Day over, and I think that's why Finn Balor's been having his main card heat.
Finn Balor's awesome.
But I could see if Gunther, since he was taking out not Rafe, Dragon Lee, because goddamn luchadors, they all just want to be Goku. They all just want to be fucking Goku, man. Anyway, so if Gunther starts going after him, I could see Dom getting involved in there because he's like, no, if there's any heel that's gonna demask my dad, it's fucking me. Like fuck you. I could see that being a thing. I do.
My prediction for maybe the next champion, though, if they don't go that route, is Dom holds this for 667 plus days to beat Gunther's reign. And then whatever next PLE is after that, Javon Evans finally, it would be in like a year and a half, but then Javon Evans would finally win his first title.
I could see that. I think Javon Evans, they're kind of doing more of a slow build with him through the title
Yeah.
card versus like Trick Williams. We should even talk about Trick Williams.
Which, yeah, he, he was a universal pick, honestly, who
Hmm.
could be in that main card.
I could see that. He's got
But
the heat. I but
hmm,
I could see him also going back down to the U.S. title just to beef with Mello because apparently they have history from NXT.
okay. Yeah,
But I think
absolutely.
I think Javon Evans would be a fun one, or a Finn Balor turn on Dom.
Yeah, I also had thought that even diving almost you could almost dive into what you were saying is Rey Mysterio gets retired and Dom goes face, and it's well, Finn's still a heel, so I don't like you anymore, and then
Hmm.
that's who finally takes it.
I could see that.
Yeah. It would also be a slow play, so it's definitely not like a bold prediction I have or anything,
No.
but something that could happen.
I mean, they've been teasing that like Randy and Cody for like a year now since like Dom took the title from
They
Finn.
do that stuff.
So, I could see that. I think I would like to see some fresh blood in the world heavyweight title, which we can talk about that next because it's just honestly for the past year it's just been CM Punk, Seth Rollins.
Mhm.
Well, because they did the Jey Uso experiment and that was not
Yeah.
good.
Crowd still love him, but everyone else hated him, so
Well,
that's
that's
life, I
because
guess.
we're not just 12 and doing this with my arms
Yeah.
isn't a novel thing.
I wish that Finn Balor would win in CM Punk's hometown, but Lord knows that'll never happen.
I
I
don't
would love for it to happen.
I don't think it happens. I mean, it would be.
No.
Do you think they'd run back do two triple threats for world
Wait.
titles?
No, I think Roman and Punk is the Mania match 100%.
That's
It's
night
straight
two.
up.
That's night two,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Yeah. And I don't think they'd do a triple threat with it. I could be, stuff could happen
Mm-hmm.
and we could get there for sure. But I think everybody, whether they want to admit it or not, just wants to see CM Punk and Roman Reigns duke it out at WrestleMania Night 2 main event.
Okay, now my only other concern is now that Braun Breaker's out because he's injured. He got a hernia. He had to
Yeah.
have surgery.
Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
Ova gets inserted as like this wrecking ball force into Raw now.
Ova signed with SmackDown.
Oh, did he sign to SmackDown? Is that what that like they
Mhm.
officially signed that thing? Interesting.
I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong, but I believe
Okay.
so.
Because I know he was hanging out with like Damian Priest and Ron Killings and stuff, but I didn't know if that was like he officially signed a contract.
Yeah, I believe he is on SmackDown.
I'm gonna look up this just to double confirm since we're talking about it.
While you're doing that, some other names is of course, if I don't think CM Punk retires anytime soon, but if we could get once again Gunther retiring CM Punk and taking the belt with them, because that's what Gunther does is retire people now.
I
All he
mean,
does.
yeah. Okay, so they haven't.
Add another head.
So he hasn't signed with a brand yet, according to Google Gemini here. So he's
Well,
been
I
on
don't
both.
trust Coco Jemai to watch Friday Night SmackDown.
I mean, that's true. That's true. I mean,
He's got to be on SmackDown. You can just pretty well. The signs are all there.
that's fair. That's fair. But like I said, I feel like he could get pivoted there. Do you feel like Gunther retires Roman soon? Because I know Roman's
That was a
almost out.
thought too, because Roman does seem like the guy who does absolutely not want to do this forever. He's quite literally in that ESPN interview the other day said it's their fault they haven't elevated anyone else to the height of me or
I
whatever he
told
said to
Pat
that
McAfee
extent, and he
that.
was right. He was right. Like
That's fair.
he's here. He's it's kind of a full circle moment because John Cena was only here at one point because Roman sucked, and now it almost feels like Roman is only here because there isn't someone to fill his shoes.
I could see that.
I could be wrong. He could just want to be a part-time wrestler the rest of his life, but I could see Gunther retiring him. He
Yeah.
wins it at Mania, and then Gunther retires him and takes the belt.
SummerSlam wins King of the Ring. The thing,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's two wild cards I got left for this. One
Okay.
is since Braun's injured, we're not doing Rollins Braun anymore. Like that's out. And I think it's on this upcoming. It's either this tomorrow's Raw or the Raw after Brock Lesnar is appearing. So I think
Yeah.
there's. So does Seth Rollins do something to cost CM Punk the title at Chamber? Because you know that
Because
man.
he's the masked man, right?
Yeah,
See him.
allegedly
It's
he's.
very clear.
But yeah,
It's Seth Rollins, right?
this one has to be.
Yeah,
I
it
honestly,
feels it's probably not. They might have got my ass this time, but
I'm so fucking sick of this mass man shit. Like it's fun
I,
once in a
we
while.
gotta, yeah, but we got a new masked man every month. It's like let this die for a couple years and then have a masked man.
It's just like because who did the most recent mass man attack? He attacked Austin Theory, right?
Yeah,
In the
because they thought it because that they wanted to kill the idea of it's still Austin Theory
yeah,
because that was a big thought.
because
A lot of people think it might be Grayson Waller. I
he,
don't I don't
he's
know
with.
why.
I guess him and
The New Day,
Theory used to be like a tag team.
but I think Grayson Waller seems very committed to the New Day
Hmm.
right now, in my opinion.
I would agree with that. So I guess
Feels like they're trying to bring that magic back with the third person,
yeah,
and then we'll get a face turn soon.
I'm thinking there are a couple mystery pieces here that I feel like Raw is going to be interesting tomorrow, and I think
Yeah,
the other key missing pieces what they do with Obafemi now that they don't have Braun because Braun's going to be out for like 6-8 months because of that surgery. So, which also brings up like the Vision because like what are we doing with the most jobber heel stable of all time? You
say
know,
that one more time. I'm sorry.
no, I said it also brings up like what are we doing with the Vision now? The most jobber heel stable of all time since Seth has been gone.
Yeah, it feels pretty in a limbo. I, especially like the breaker injury. It's like I don't know how long a hernia surgery takes to recover from,
I think
but
it's like 6 months or something like that because they said it was pretty key
so a long
serious.
time.
Yeah, so he's gonna be out for a while. And the other thing that I think
So the Vision has to break. I don't know. They have to have a leader, and it's like unless Lesnar becomes the
leader,
leader,
but I don't. But Heyman's still there, so like there's some weird things
yeah,
going on. I don't unless they try to because they lost all the heat they had with Bronson Reed because Bronson Reed
yep,
pinned Roman Reigns cleanly
yep,
in
which was quite shocking.
Clash of Paris, and then they just he's getting fucking wombo comboed by LA Knight after a tsunami because of the masked man. It's like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing? Yeah, I I don't know. But I would say my final prediction for who has the title after Mania, I think Roman Reigns wins it.
I think Roman does. I could see this is my prediction. What I think is gonna happen because we get some fucking mass man shenanigans at Chamber, not in the Chamber, but with Punk and Finn Balor's thing, where
Okay.
I think Finn Balor almost wins it, but Mass Man like fucked with the ref, and so he doesn't actually win it because the Mass Man is actually. And then Seth Rollins reveals himself to be the Mass Man at Chamber, and then just goes. We don't see him until Mania, and then he fucks with Punk again at Mania, and Roman wins.
Yeah, because I could see him screwing Finn Balor, and some may ask, "Oh, why would he do that? He hates Punk." But that's why he would do that. Is he wants to take the title back from CM Punk? Will probably be his angle.
Mm-hmm.
So if I screw Finn Balor, who cares?
Yeah. Or yeah, or because he prevented Punk from winning the uh the Chamber last year,
Mhm.
and that's how Cena won it. Although I
Mhm.
could see, I feel like Seth comes back in Chamber and then just does some fuckery for a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder if they do any like mystery chamber people. I don't know how that has been recently because I've only watched last year's chamber where they did announce everybody.
Oh, they've
But that
done.
was also go ahead.
So they've done Mystery Chamber people. I
I
don't.
have no. That's what I'm saying is I don't know if they've done that, but it'd be kind of cool.
It would be. Um. Yeah, I don't. I could see that because usually there's somebody that comes in at the beginning of Chamber and interferes with shit. Because I know Jay did that last year and just took out Naomi at the beginning of the match.
Yeah, they yeah, and I really thought then I think they missed an opportunity of giving another talent um an opportunity to just be in the match and get pinned. Even it's like if you're gonna take somebody out, like have Triple H freak out and put I Show Speed in it like he did the Royal Rumble 2 years ago. I don't know, like
Oh, I show
not
speed.
obviously I Show Speed, but
I mean,
Jake, someone gets injured, someone gets attacked coming down um the entrance. I can't think of the word. Coming down the entrance in the men's
mm,
chamber, Triple H freaks out, and it's like the Samoan werewolf comes out because I
oh,
don't understand how Jacob Fatu is not in the elimination chamber. That's my big thoughts on chamber right now.
you know,
Is that man is made for an elimination
he
chamber
really
match?
is. He is
Like
really.
he is a bad motherfucker. Like he needs to be in the elimination chamber, but I guess we're not getting it, and
Well,
that's okay.
we still got chances here because I think this would be the last good thing to wrap up on our chamber predictions because
Mm-hmm. That was
of
my
who we
thoughts.
got so far. There's four matches. We got Becky Lynch,
Mm-hmm.
AJ Lee. I think AJ Lee wins that. Fucking
Yeah, I think we're pretty agreed on that.
yeah.
Like you said, hometown magic never fails. It does for
Mm-hmm.
Finn Balor, but for everyone else, it doesn't fail.
Although, see, now that you say that, it makes me think that because AJ Lee and Becky Lynch is such a slam dunk, and that Finn Balor, CM Punk should be a slam dunk, that they do Seth Rollins comes back and costs Punk the title, and then
I would do unheard of things to watch Finn Balor have gold next to Dominic Mysterio, and it's not tag team gold.
I mean, because I think that would be interesting, and then CM Punk gets the title back from Finn Balor before Mania, and just be like, you didn't actually
Yeah,
win
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's absolutely still going to be Punk and Roman at Mania,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, who's to say that
Honestly, the
Finn
more
wins it for one night, and then Monday Night Raw, and the following Monday, Punk's like, "I want it back now," and then he wins it.
Yeah, I honestly, the more I think about that, the more it makes sense to me, because the rest of this card is just way too straightforward and easy, and people are kind of getting pissed with like
This
WWE.
card is lackluster,
Yeah,
in
because
my opinion.
if we look at, let's do women's chamber now. We got Tiffy,
Mm.
we got Rhea,
Yup,
and we got Alexa
yup.
Bliss.
Those are the three confirmed.
Three that have won their matches, and three are still to be
Yeah.
determined.
Okay.
Let me pull up Instagram real quick because I think they announced a couple more chamber matches.
Okay. Yeah, we can cover those really quick. While you're doing that, I'll give my thoughts. Those first three you said aren't winning the Elimination Chamber.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so. No, because Rhea obviously would be a slam dunk pick, but she's tag team champion right now.
Hmm.
So unless Io Sky gets in the Elimination Chamber, then what?
See that's the angle they could do.
That's how they could break up.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Let me see what the other qualifying match is. So the next qualifying match on SmackDown is Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, Kiana James.
Okay, I think that's obvious.
It's got to be Charlotte.
Yeah, okay, we're on the same page there then.
Okay.
Is that the only other women's one they have confirmed at this time?
I gotta see what the Raw one is
Okay.
because I know I want to
Watch that tomorrow.
say Bailey's on there.
Okay.
Um,
And she, Loki, could always just be a pick just to be a first person out of the chamber.
yeah. Let's see. Um, it's Bailey, Asuka, and Natty. Honestly, I feel like Bailey or Asuka wins that.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. Yeah, Natty doesn't win. Even though she's got a lot of momentum right now. I'm curious about that. I wonder if someone gets involved in that match.
I feel like
I
definitely.
think
I think Maxine gets involved.
Maxine and maybe Kyrie Sane.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, Lyra because of Bailey. There's actually all three of them could have somebody get involved.
Mm-hmm. I would.
That's an interesting match.
That is an interesting match. So that one I would say is more up in the air, and then the other men's elimination. So okay, so now we got those two. I feel like Charlotte, we get an Asuka or a Bailey, and then we just have one more, and then for let's see, and then I think the last one would have to be Raw because there's way more Raw women than there are SmackDown women, unless we want to bring back Meecham and B-Fab to just give Jordan Grace an appearance, and then for the
that. Don't say that. That might be the fatal or the last triple threat qualifier.
Jordan Grace just gets to walk in.
Literally.
And then I'd say, okay, so, well, okay, so let's just hypothesize here. We got Tiffy, Rhea, Alexa, Charlotte for sure, and then Bailey, we'll say, and then Mystery. I was like, I feel like that easy. Unless Bianca comes back, it's gonna be Charlotte.
That was where I was going. But how does she come back? Because you don't bring Bianca Belair back on Monday Night Raw, right?
I feel like she comes in, and then on like Friday, like Jade's cutting a promo, and then all of a sudden you just hear Bianca's, and you see the braid come out.
Yeah. But man, that would be such a shame if we gotta have Friday Night SmackDown as Bianca's year-long return.
Mm.
That's lame.
Unless they do what you're saying, where the last opponent person coming in is Mystery, because the way I remember Chamber being set up is you like everybody knows the opponents, and then two people start, and then there's four people just in the pods, and then every so often the pods. So they could have like the mystery person, everybody's in the pods, and the mystery person just walks in.
Yeah, that's my thought. Or kind of diving back, it's kind of beating the dead horse here, but same point as earlier. Someone attacks somebody, and then Triple H freaks out.
And
he's like, "Oh shit! Oh wait, Bianca, you're here?
Get in there." Okay. Ron Breaker just saws her in half.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
But we do need Bianca back to beef with Jade Cargill.
We do 100%.
So that she does anything.
I feel like that's why they've held the title on so long for her, because they were gonna do Bianca, Jade, and I just think her finger injury's too messed up.
Yeah, I think they keep thinking it's going to be... This happens in baseball a lot of times, specifically with finger injuries.
Oh, really?
It's like, okay, they'll be back in 4 weeks, and it's like, my finger just isn't healing because... I don't know if fingers don't heal quickly, or I don't know, but...
It's an extremity.
It's probably hard to predict
Mm-hmm.
how a figure heals, and I
Yep.
think that's probably what's happening.
100%. I would agree with that. And then let's talk about the men now. So the three confirmed. We got Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes. And then the SmackDown prediction is Carmelo Hayes, Damian Priest, Trick Williams. Which I don't. I think Trick Williams wins that one.
That's where I'm at. But
Um,
man,
and then
Carmella would be good.
Mello would be great. Also, I think
I
I
don't
could.
like Damian Priest.
What, you don't want to end up in the Webiverse?
I don't
Oh
like.
no, you're gonna be feuding with
I don't
Damian
like
Priest for
Aleister
6 months in the
Black.
Webiverse.
No, don't do this to me.
And then the Raw one is more interesting, although it's a slam dunk like the Charlotte triple threat. We got Dominic Mysterio,
Please, God.
Javon Evans, starting off hot,
Okay.
and Gunther.
Oh, well, you. Damn it.
So it's like,
Damn, Javon's about to get pinned by Gunther.
honestly, I could
Damn.
see something happening where someone interferes with Gunther, and that
Finn
starts
Balor's getting involved in this match,
100%. I think
or Liv. Probably
Liv,
more likely Liv.
or you could see Dragon Lee show up, or Rey Mysterio.
Yep. Yeah.
Unless Rey Mysterio, unless Gunther's just gonna fucking kill Dragon Lee in Mania.
Yeah.
I'm gonna retire Dragon Lee.
Yeah, he's just done. I don't know. Yeah, that match could go 2 or 3 ways, I think.
There's no way I mean, I could see them. I want Javon.
Javon would be awesome in the Elimination Chamber. Don't get me wrong. It would be sick.
Hear me out. I think what they do. I think Gunther gets attacked, or gets messed with by Dragon Lee for fucking up AJ Styles, or Ray gets involved, and that would be insane. And I think
no, I'm excited.
I think Javon wins it, pins Dom for it, and then that way we get a fresh. Because if we don't get like Javon in there, and if it's Gunther, and say it's a Wepa time, then the chamber is Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Gunther, and then it's like, what are we doing?
Which they sometimes do, often do that. There's people there to be eliminated first, and blah blah blah.
But that's what I'm saying. Get like a Javon Evans in there, someone like a fresh face. We don't need to have Wepa time get eliminated first again.
Again.
Yeah,
man. If you want a good laugh for a random shout out real quick, go back to the chamber that Mark Henry accidentally got put into the match early. Someone slammed them into the pod and broke the pod. So he had to just come in, and he was like, it was like 20 minutes early, and I was just walking around because I didn't know what to do. But so that's a good one for you to look at later.
I'll take a look at that one.
Yeah,
but
sorry, random shout out. Just thought of it.
I'll watch that after. But I think my pick for tomorrow is I think Javon Evans wins that qualifier, and then gets eliminated early. Javon and Dom feud for the IC title at Mania, because I feel like that's a slam dunk, easy match. Both young talent.
Yeah. I'm with it. Whether Dominic retains, or I would never want to say Dom can lose, because that is my president, but he can to Javon.
I think that's the only person I want Dom to lose to is Javon.
Yeah.
I think
that's fair.
And then, honestly, I think Damian Priest wins. I think we got to have 2 easy slam dunk eliminations, and...
Because you haven't heard my 6th yet.
All right, who's your 6th?
Kit Wilson.
Well, I don't think they're going to do Kit Wilson, only because we already have 2 SmackDown guys, and isn't it 3 and 3 normally?
Yeah.
So...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn. R.I.P. I gotta get my boy involved.
I think we'll get a Mania match.
You think Kit Wilson gets a Mania
I think
match?
Kit Wilson gets a Mania match. He's real hot right now. I'm like, you gotta think we got like two 5-hour cards at Mania.
Dude, yeah, there's some stinker Mania matches, unfortunately. Now I love the 2 day because I will never complain. People are like, "Ah, SummerSlam 2 day it drags it out too much," and it's like that's just more wrestling. I don't care. I will consume every bit of it. And but that does like bring some pretty shitty matches sometimes.
I mean, we get some fun ones. Like we had Randy Orton do an open challenge, and Joe Hendry showed up. Like that was hilarious.
Which granted, that's because Kevin Owens got hurt. Which a random point. Let Kevin Owens, if he, which he hurt his neck, so that's long term
Mm-hmm.
probably. But if he's fine and back, he could be our sixth member of the chamber.
In Chamber.
Win the chamber.
Okay. I feel like my picks for Chamber, looking at this card, is Randy, Charlotte, AJ Lee, and Finn Balor. Those are my picks for Chamber.
Yeah, I'm I'm gonna say CM Punk definitely retains
Okay.
as much as if I could have anything happen at Elimination Chamber, it would be Finn Balor win. If I could just pick one thing, but I think Punk does retain. I think AJ Lee wins. They both are hometown heroes. Um, and then the Chamber, I think. See, that's tough. I think Cody Rhodes probably wins.
Cody was another safe bet too. Like I feel like it's Cody or
Yeah,
Randy. Like
yeah. And then for the women's chamber, I'm with you there on Charlotte Flair. I don't want it to be, but it probably we're starting to lean that way a bit.
because I feel like we gotta have them break up soon. Because like then mix
Yeah,
up the tag titles because they're already kind of like not competing anymore. So I feel like that's an easy breakup to have. Personally, I don't want Nia Jax in there because I think Nia Jax is boring.
yeah,
She's just like I'm big and I
yeah,
sit on people and it's like oh cool.
yeah. I don't have a lot of positive thoughts about Nia Jax wrestling. I'm sure she's a great person.
Oh, I
That's
know.
fine,
You know,
but
I'm
just don't
related.
like her style.
She's related to The Rock, of course, because of course she is.
Naturally,
Is she?
naturally. I mean, you could say that probably about any wrestler, and I would just say yeah, because sure.
Uh, Simone privilege. Finn Balor's gonna win the world title. Just get a giant
I
time up.
hope. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
well, I think that's a good place to stop it here. I'm gonna stop.
I've covered everything I want to do.
All right, well, we will see you all next time for Wrestling Talking Kayfabe.